And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition, a Friday edition, a Michael Butka edition of the Sports Port. It's Barnes, it's Tony, it's Michael, and it's Michael.
That is right, dude.
How you gentlemen doing today?
Good. Hell yeah, Buckta. I'm doing great too. Obviously, Friday. Let's freaking go. Weekend, dude. Stanley Cup. People keep forgetting about it because it's been so long, I feel, in the NBA and the baseball. But it's here, dude. Stoked to talk about that as well as some golf, dude.
The golf as well. All of it we'll talk about.
All of it, Brian.
Obviously, Yankees 8-game winning streak. Little concerned about Soto. I'm almost surprised that I haven't heard more chirping yet, but I just kind of wanted to get out in front of it, with that situation. And listen, I mean, obviously, you're just hoping for the best. Does at this time, and you guys could both tell me, if you think I'm missing something here. It doesn't seem like it's going to be anything serious. Like, does it seem like something that maybe could end up being like, a few weeks on the IL or whatever? It doesn't seem more than that. Obviously, though, when you're getting a scan and stuff, like you worry about it. You just want to hear the news. That's not what it is. But it's like, let's just see what happens with the results. We go from there. But I don't want anybody crying a river right now because there's just no reason to. No one knows anything. It's all speculation. But when you both, just given the information we have, look at this situation. Where are you guys at? What are your kind of thoughts?
Well, I mean, obviously unfortunate. That's the last thing you want to see is Soto having to leave the game because of an injury. Nonetheless, though, I think what maybe is good in terms of, for Yankee fans to be like, oh, well, I mean, at the end of the day, the Yankees are doing really well and they have the opportunity to be like, hey, someone's not feeling 100%. Let's just pull him, precautionary, whatever. So that's really what I think that this is. I mean, obviously, Soto's, one of your star players right now. If he does show tightness, especially along, I mean, he said this has been going on for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. Just woke up like this. It does, I will say though, listening to Soto, I think post game it does sound like the classic rigmarole, trying to just downplay this so no one does freak out. So that's where, Brian's mentality of, hey, let's just see the scans. No reason to go crazy right now.
Yeah.
Because you don't know anything yet. You really don't know anything at all. But at the end of the day, I mean, he does obviously feel discomfort. You'd imagine it's nothing, rest, recovery, all good. Again, this is a guy who consistently plays every game, right? He hasn't missed a game yet this year, played every game last year as well, I think. So clearly, I mean, you're going to run into something like soreness, a pulled muscle, maybe even in the forearm, that's something that I feel like, is completely reasonable to think that this is what it all is. And it's just going to take a little bit of rest, nothing crazy. And that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just, obviously you don't want Tommy John. And I know it's just everybody on Twitter, gets you going crazy.
Right.
But just God forbid, I hate even speaking like this, but that's what it was. And I don't know this. And I don't know if you guys know this, but just kind of asking out loud here. If that was the case, isn't he able to just play out the season as a DH and do that in the offseason?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just what I mean.
Throwing or hitting.
Yeah,
and obviously you still wouldn't have him throw,
right? Obviously, yeah. I mean, listen. I mean, you're look at Ohtani. I mean, he's DH in this entire year. It is interesting though when he does say because the questions, obviously he's getting berated questions. So funny.
Yeah, he didn't answer the question. Meredith followed up too, and he didn't answer.
Yeah. What's your concern? Whatever. And it is interesting too where he says that he has a pain or discomfort doing everyday things, but not throwing or hitting.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see, the validity of his statements.
I just feel like, though, how could you play a week straight if, your arm was blown out?
Right.
I don't. Like,
Oh no, yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
yeah. If it was something as serious as Tommy John,
Yeah.
you're not playing through it for a week and a half.
Yeah.
Like every day. It's not like you're a pitcher where it's every like a week and a half. You're practicing and playing through it. There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, it's just one of those things, like I said, it's just like whenever you're, waiting to get results back, almost like, let's say in college, when you had a class, wasn't you probably your worst class, honestly, and like you're kind of just getting by, you're waiting for that final grade, like just that anxiousness. That's what it feels like right now. You just want to hear the words, okay, it's a strain. We're gonna put him on the IL for 2 to 3 weeks. Like that's fine. Like, you know what I mean? That's totally fine, given where they are in the standings, 26 games over 500. You just don't want to make this thing any worse. So whatever they have to do, in order to do that, that's what I'm in favor of.
Yeah, and I mean, do you know when is it today that we're gonna get some results here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Now again, like we're just kind of, it's a guessing game, but are you anticipating like an injured list stint? Most likely.
I mean, yeah, I do think, it has to
somewhere between a couple weeks to like 6 weeks type of thing. Is that kind of your?
Wow.
I know that's a big range.
That is a big range, but yeah, I was thinking like a 15-day.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But again, like you said, time will tell. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it was enough for him to be,
right,
pulled out of the game. You know,
something. And I'm just trying to think back too. Just I don't know. I guess when injuries happen, they're just annoying, so you don't really remember them. You just want to get through them.
Mm-hmm.
But like anything similar comes to mind, like with I don't know, just somebody on the Mets or just something else you've seen where it was like outfielder forearm strain, missed a couple weeks, came back. That's it. Inflammation. Like, I mean, it's got to have happened before. I just can't think of it.
I was gonna say, I feel like it definitely happened to Nimmo. I feel like 2 seasons ago.
And what was the deal?
I want to say it was his forearm too, or maybe it was his shoulder. I do remember him being out and like coming in and like coming back maybe 2 weeks later.
Okay.
And this was like in the middle 2 seasons ago when he was like trying to be a better outfielder. So it was like kind of a tough time to be honest. But nonetheless, I mean, he did come back, and Nimmo's someone who I feel like that. I mean, those are his type of injuries. He is someone who does kind of come back quickly. So I'm sure Soto can do that, can be that as well.
Yeah. It's just even though like I really do believe that like it's gonna be like kind of what we're talking about, maybe a couple weeks, whatever. But Tony, I have this thing where it's like it almost like I just had 1 cup of coffee. Usually I have 2, maybe 3 some days, but it feels like I had 10 right now.
Really?
Because I just need the results now.
Wow.
Like, I can't. Dude. It's just I don't know if you ever feel like that with anything else where it's like you just need to know something before you can really effectively do anything else.
Oh yeah.
The only exception is the show, because bread and butter. This is what we do. Different, but I'm just saying anything else, it's hard to really hone in on because I need to know this information.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, dude.
So it just kind of sucked. And then
I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't let it ruin your Friday.
No, exactly. And me and Matt were talking about tomorrow. We decided we're gonna go to Enzo's tomorrow. I was telling him like, I've only been there once in the last 10 years. He says he hasn't been there in probably 10 years. And it was the first place in Arthur I've ever went. But I was like, yeah, if we're going to go between Mario's and Enzo's, let's go to Enzo's just because I've been to Mario's more, especially recently. Enzo's, the time with you was first time in 10 years. Wow. So it's like, definitely can go back like that. Would you just run it back like same exact order or no?
Yeah, that was a special too.
Yeah.
I know that's why when I heard it when he said it on the special, I was like, dude, I gotta get it.
Yeah,
I can't pass that up.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, definitely pumped. For tomorrow. I guess a good place to start, Tony, would be the comment section.
Yes, it would be a great place to start here. And you know who's always in the comment section? It is Kev Do, dude.
Kevy Do.
And he says, "Let's go."
Let's go. He said, "Let's go."
We want the smoke. He says, "Hope it ain't bad for Soto because he is good for baseball." Period. He says.
Oh, you know what? I actually want to just pause this for a second. I would like because Kev, obviously one of our dear friends here. I have to give him credit. I thought he was gonna say something completely different this morning. I was thinking about it in my head. Like, let's give Kev Do a round of applause here. Dude. Not getting crazy, saying the right thing. That is what it's all about.
Let's freaking go, Kev, dude. Finally.
Let's go.
And then, of course, we also have Josh Speedout says, what is up, fam? Happy Friday. You know, he's pumped for Friday. Yanks are still trucking the Twins. Barnes almost called the exact score yesterday, I guess.
Wow.
Did you? I didn't even know.
I forgot, Josh, if you could help us out there, what my prediction was. I know it's embarrassing. I'm asking you what I said, but he's just so good at it, though, at the end of the day. Is he
really
not?
is. He's talking about someone who's always on top of it, dialed, focused.
Also, sidebar, if you would, Tony, because you were mentioning this earlier, what was Graca saying today? Because remember you texted me about calling in, and I was like, I can't listen to sports radio until I know this stuff.
Yeah, well, obviously, you know, they were talking a lot about, you know, Soto and stuff like that.
Was he crying a river or no?
No, nothing crazy. You know, I think they were kind of reserved, but you can kind of tell the undertone of their voices.
Wait, but was he? Sorry, not that. I just had to ask this. But was he doing that? But if Soto's out, like, Yankees, they're going downhill.
But if you want to run through the worst case scenario,
he was.
literally. But it's Friday, so they do the what the fuck, the
roast?
Friday roast.
Okay,
Friday roast.
Okay. Yep.
So I just thought it'd be fitting if you called in roasted. And honestly, it is like, I mean, it's gonna be nice to have Rick back next week, I think.
Oh my God. No, I'm gonna call in and I'm gonna and I think they will get such a chuckle out of it. Rick, it's so great to have you back. I can't do Dan on this show. I'm sorry. It ruins your show, guys. I know he's your friend, but I just can't do it. The guy is too negative. And that's it. So what's up?
What's up? Are more comments from Matthew Gabriel. He says, here we go. What is up? And then he says, let's go. Then he says, Kev do. Josh Boy, what it do, Kev do? And then he says, fuck the Mets.
Yes, dude.
The hell is that about, Matthew?
Here we go. No, we were texting before. And it's like I said, it's just
what the hell do the Mets have anything to do with this?
But Tony, what, you don't have to get offended because you're one of the exceptions. I'm just saying there's just a certain thing. I think Michael Butka honestly knows it too, right? You've come across some annoying Mets fans in your life before.
Yeah,
it's tough. It really is tough. And like I said, you know what it is, Tony? And I swear to God, like I said, doesn't apply to you. But I think there's a lot of Mets fans that are so miserable, they don't even know what they're saying. No. Like they just sprout stuff out and they just go to negative thoughts and they can't help themselves. And I wish that I could help them. Honestly, I really do.
Fucking man of the people over here. Barnes for president, baby. I wish I could help you.
Where's Michael coming in going, United States of Barnes?
Oh my God. We have more comments. Matthew laughing at himself. But he says UConn made Hurley an offer, makes him the third highest paid in college. He's gotta be the top dog.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's right, dude. And then speaking of yes, sir, Michael Buckton also says, what's up, Barnes? We're hitting golf balls in Newport Beach and hitting the gorgeous beach with the beers and the women, dude. Wow.
Man. Yes, sir. I am honestly so mad that when I went to San Diego that I missed the tea time. That's just
that is
so
tough, dude.
Annoying, man. Oh my God. Maybe I could convince Sam to get out on the golf course. We'll see. Maybe like a 9-hole end of the night, nice scenery type of deal. You know, it just come on. But for someone that doesn't golf, like going out there for 4 hours, it's kind of tough. On vacation, we're only there, especially that spot for only 3 days. Kind of a stretch, but maybe I could say, listen, go out myself, 6 a.m. I'll be back before you wake up. Fine, right? No?
I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm sure it would.
But is it not reasonable, Tony? Is it not reasonable?
It is reasonable.
No, and honestly, too, to be dead honest, it's like one of those things. She probably would be okay with it. I almost just feel bad in a way doing that. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's our trip, and it's like, you know, I'm not trying to make it just about me.
No, yeah, that's a tough ass.
Yeah, and look, I feel like it's different if we're there for like a week, 2 weeks, but 3 days.
Same as golf at all? Not even like a little bit?
No.
Tried?
I think a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things too, like it was like her I think it was like her grandma was trying to like get her to like play because she was real into it, and like just thought it was like annoying because she didn't want to. So you know, like that kind of
can be forced to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's tough.
Dude. Yeah, it is.
So maybe
but if not, then when we go out there next time, we'll just go. It's fine.
Oh yeah, just wake up. Dude.
If anything, we're adaptable. And I just feel like, Michael, you're due for your first round on the golf course. Like well overdue, huh?
Yeah.
Does anybody like in your family or any of your friends play?
Well, my uncle golfs.
Oh yeah, he golfs a lot.
Yeah.
Where does he live?
Cromwell.
Oh, in Cromwell.
Oh.
TBC Cromwell?
Oh yeah.
No, he really plays there?
He lives on the golf course.
But is he a member?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
Michael, you got to tell him to get you out there.
And I'm going to the golf tournament there in a couple weeks.
I was there last year. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go this year. What day are you going?
The 22nd.
Oh, that's Sam's birthday. Of all
Wait, that's
days,
Sam's
my
birthday?
other buddy's going on that day too. Yeah.
Wait, Sam's birthday.
Yeah.
How old is she turning?
Tony, what's the rule? Nice. we're enough young enough
After
age
the
that
show,
doesn't-
dude. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Let's just continue on.
Yeah.
Even though we're all young as fuck.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't know, dude. What are we
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
This is getting a little crazy. It's the Soto insanity. It's hot as shit in here,
It
right?
is fucking
Oh,
hot in here, right?
Yeah, like, can we get a fan? Like,
I know. I'm trying to lower the
like,
thermostat a little
can
bit. maybe.
Sharon bring in that thing again and like shoot cold air out of it or something? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Unreal, Barnes. Unfucking real.
What does it say on there? 95? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I just, when it's like this, it's tough for me to sit with no ventilation. Like, I feel like it's just too much. It's kicking.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Maximum power. Let's freaking go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I forgot where. I guess we were just
Golf.
still the golf and yeah. But so you said you're going to the golf tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would ask him if he could take you out there just one time. You know, if he's a member, you would think he would be able to.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I definitely recommend too, like if you want to get started, get comfortable. Doing like a par 3 as well, just to kind of get going.
I think so.
I feel like you're ready though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But where were we with the comments, Tony?
Oh, sorry. The comment. We didn't even get through all the comments, dude. This is a crazy show on this Friday here. All right, so let's freaking go. Matthew, keep everything back to Hurley here. He says, like, let's make that deal. Got to be the highest paid guy. Keep him in UConn.
Come on.
Yeah, like let's freaking go.
Yep.
And then Josh B, Matty G, what up? Kev Do, Buckta, haha. Buckta also shout out to AJ down in South Florida, dude.
Hey.
Let's freaking go, dude. Buck's second favorite guy. Josh P says that's hot matches. Every clothing article ever made. Oh, the hat, dude.
Listen, I can't say it enough. What a great hat it is. Honestly,
It really is, dude.
And it's almost one of those things, Josh, to really like kind of make a statement of what a hat it is. Like I feel like you should almost like if anybody like suggests something similar, say no, that's actually a rare limited release. And to go through me, and then hey, maybe we could make a couple shekels on that, huh?
That would be sick, dude. A one of one, dude. Original.
I mean, that's how stuff gets valued, though. You limited release. That's what you got to do.
Exactly. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
And then okay. Well, Kev Do says, oh no, your hat doesn't match your shirt, Barnes.
Now I feel like I'm getting chirped.
I mean, yeah, you kind of are a little bit, dude.
Yeah.
Josh B says Buckta, dude.
Josh B.
And then Josh B says 9-5. He believes you said for the Yankee score.
And it was what 9-6.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kev Do says try working in a boiler room in terms of the heat, Brian. And he says Josh B says Bernie wants one. You think?
And that's I just saw that. And I have to say, let's make an exception for Bernie. One hell of a guy. Deserves a hat like this.
This hat is one of two now.
Gold. I mean, what's going on with XRP though, Tony? You're not getting a little tight?
Are you getting tight, dude? No, listen. From I understand, and this is like a long haul here.
Yeah.
This is like a
of
sit
course.
on
No,
it
I
and
don't
wait,
trade anything, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah,
Once
yeah,
I buy it, unless
Sit
it's
on it,
like
dude.
I'm gonna lose everything in it. Like
Right.
maybe I want to get some money out, whatever. But other than that, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
staying through. But do you remember what you got it at? Like when you first got it?
I don't. I can look it up.
If you had to guess, are you up on it?
Yeah, I think I got it at like I don't know what's that 50 something cents right now.
53?
53. I think I got it like 41 or 37 maybe.
Wow, there you go. So you must be
Yeah,
up
yeah.
a good amount. On that.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
am. I mean, there's some solid money being made right now, dude. Obviously, having your money work for you, Michael. That's what's really important.
Yeah.
Although my Robinhood's been really kind of iffy. I think my phone is kind of glitching out on me.
But this
today, to
is
be honest,
on
dude.
Coinbase, right?
Or Coinbase. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
They gotta fix this interface.
I don't know,
too.
dude.
I mean, what are we doing?
I'm actually honestly almost because with all the shit going on between like GameStop and AMC. I don't know if you're following that at
no,
all.
but that stuff that always pissed me off.
Honestly, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they just like shut the shit down for a day.
Yeah.
Well, I think though when they do that, it's just on those specific because they've done that before.
Yeah, when they stop trading, they halt.
But like just those,
those,
two,
yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
everything. But you don't have
That's
any
weird.
of those, right?
Yeah, I got some GameStop.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Where's it at now?
I believe it's at $57. I'm looking at right now. Pre-market.
Has it been like very volatile this past week? Or?
Yeah, yesterday it was at $30.
$30.
So it doubled. Last time it was at like 65, I think.
Oh,
And then dipped down this morning. And then went back up to I think 57. It says so.
I'll never do those type of trades again because I had AMC and took a bath with it, and I was too much. Like I'm looking at weekend numbers and stuff, and then right after I sold it, it had that like shoot up. Yeah, so not doing it anymore.
I know, dude. With that shit is so like annoying, dude.
Yeah.
When you're not, you just gotta like.
It's like forgetting to set your fantasy lineup.
It literally is like that,
Right.
dude.
Yeah.
Because that happened, I think, like again, even like last night, I'm checking, GameStop. It just so happens on Robinhood at like 11 p.m. Oh my god, it freaking doubled.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like imagine if I was sitting there watching, I was like, oh, I probably should buy more as it was going up and then double even more, whatever. But and then it's like, when do you sell, dude? Then it dips down. It's like you still want to make some money and sell it now, but then if you sit on it, then you lose it all, dude.
Yeah,
that was the
no, God, what were you saying?
No, with the whole GameStop thing. You remember when that first thing during COVID?
Yeah, because remember I was telling you one of my buddies was real into it, and I feel bad. I think he took a bath, honestly.
Really?
And he was up a ton.
Yeah.
Did like options and everything.
Dude, the stock was at like $10.
Yeah, and then it went to $400.
$400.
Yeah.
And I remember my brother was on it. He sold a bunch like at 400, but kept some in. But obviously, ended up going back down. But oh my god, how crazy!
But
dude.
that's why I feel like long-term trading is the way to go. It's just obviously you got to be careful. But that's why I just try to stick with staples. And I forgot, were you I think maybe you were just saying long-term in general, but you didn't hear anything in terms of XRP of like anything on the way in terms of like a spike coming up, or I know they had been working on the ETF, and I'm guessing that's still like going on. But is there anything like supposedly around the corner, or you don't really know?
I'm not really 100% sure.
Yeah.
I know Mike and I were just talking about, they just released a new ad Ripple did for like just explaining their services and what their goal is, sort of deal, like what they have to offer the world.
Okay.
But I don't know about like a spike incoming, dude.
Yeah.
But who knows? Could be
Yeah.
any moment now, dude.
I mean, again, could you imagine though if that guy ends up being right? Great grandchildren, $500 got like made a life for my great grandchildren. Are you kidding me? Pretty crazy if you think about that.
Yeah, that is, dude. It really gets you riled, doesn't it, dude? Like, jeez.
Oh my god. Yeah. No. I will be like, wow, jacked up,
Elated.
But yeah. So a lot to get to. Let's just do an update from the memorial. Your leader in the clubhouse yesterday, Adam Hadwin, shot 6 under 66. Round 2 though is underway. He's 1 under in his round, so he moves to 7 under. He's through 9. Tommy Fleetwood, second, 2 strokes back, 2 under through 7, shot 69 yesterday. Scotty Scheffler back in the mix here.
Yeah, dude.
5 under 67 yesterday. He tees off at 140. Christian Besenhot tied for 4th with Corey Connors, Xander Schauffele, Ludwig Aubert, and Colin Morikawa. And Besenhot through 11 today, 4 under. So even par yesterday, 4 under through 11 today. Corey Connors, 4 under 68 yesterday, even through 4 today. And then Xander, Ludwig, and Colin all shot 68 yesterday. All will tee off. Well, Colin actually is just probably teeing off right now, or just teed off. And then you got Xander 130, Ludwig at 140. Roy McIlroy he shot a 1 under 2 under 70 yesterday. He's 1 under through 2. Tony Finau 2 under through 9. He's 3 under, tied for 9th. Victor Hovland, your defending champ, 3 under, shot a 69 yesterday. Will shoot tee off at 130. Billy Horschel, a former champ here, 3 under, will tee off at 150. So a lot of names at the top. So I think we're gonna be in for a fun finish here, Tony.
Oh yeah, dude. And like you said, the field's pretty good here. Sky's playing well. I was watching a little bit of Hovland, obviously my pick here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Inconsistent.
some tough iron work, it seems.
Okay.
But he had a crazy par, crazy like hit out of the bunker to save par, dude. I forget what hole it was, but literally like hit it off the fairway into the bunker. It was left short of the green. I forget what hole it was on. I want to say it was his front nine, but anyway, literally like out of the bunker, like chunks it, dude. Like hits the top of the bunker, rolls back down.
Wow.
And he's just like, oh my God. Like the announcers are like, oh, it's so tough, whatever. Next shot, nails it. Perfect. Like plops right in front of the hole, rolls right in, saves par. Bang. So we still got it, Brian.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's on the horizon, dude. I'm telling you.
I like nothing crazy, Tony, but I definitely like, I don't know. My last, I guess, 4 rounds, I feel like I've been like mired in mediocrity.
Mediocrity.
Yes.
Mediocrity.
Yeah, I just keep settling 94, 95, 96. 96 yesterday after like I was in decent shape and like putting, which has been great. I'm playing at Sterling and I have this beautiful chip. So I'm, I don't know, 7-8 feet away for par. 3 putt from 8 feet.
What happened?
Fast greens. But
so your
not
first
careful
putt,
on the
you
way.
blew past it?
Like blew past it, but I don't know, 4 or 5 feet. And just like a little turn on the end. So yeah, 96 yesterday. It had some great shots too. But yeah, I think it's I think it's all there. It's just all about really honing in and just making sure, because it just those couple things here and there, a 9 on a hole. I mean, you can't do it. So
speaking of golf, I totally forgot about this, honestly, but you'd be kind of riled. But last night we went to, I don't know if we told you, a networking event for a client. So Zaya, this woman who's our client, I don't know how long ago, we did a video for a company, Dame Fender. It's like a consulting company, whatever. She had a little like soiree at Old Post Tavern. The clients, the people have to go in, whatever. So great job there. She did a little raffle, dude. My name picked out of the pinwheel. Putter. Don't know what kind of putter it is. Because her husband works for Golf Digest, so I had a putter to give away. I won it. I don't have it in my hand yet, but I'm pretty riled to see.
That's
like
dope. Probably nice
new
grip.
putter. Yeah. Oh my God. I would imagine the guy works for Golf Digest. Probably gets some pretty good like clubs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty rocked. As you know, the putter that I have has got to be like 30 years old. Yeah. So dude, I'm pretty dialed in to use that, dude. I can't wait.
Let's go.
Gotta get out there.
That's awesome.
Gotta get out there, dude. Yeah. You putter, Brian.
Hey, I mean, the thing that's nice for you, Tony, is I'm good when you are. So it's just you letting me know. Let's go.
The 22nd.
22nd. Wait, what's the 22nd?
Is that Sam's birthday?
Oh yeah. No, okay, I don't know why you said the 22nd. I don't get why you said that. Like, was that like a joke?
Yeah, so golf on the 22nd. That was the joke, dude. It says birthday could go.
I don't know. How about instead of giving me a real date, Tony, of when we could go, and then we could go. You know what I mean? Instead of like horsing around over.
Dude, once I have this putter in my hands,
we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk, dude.
All right, sounds good. And you know what? Just as a courtesy to our good friend Michael Butka. I know this is his favorite topic. I know tight after last night, but I'm sure he still wants to talk about it a little bit. Let's go to the world of the National Basketball Association. The Bulls LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game. All right. So a blowout victory here for the Boston Celtics last night over the Dallas Mavericks. Really, to my surprise, 107-89. I mean, that's crazy. It was over at the half. Porzingis is shooting free throws from 5 feet beyond the 3-point line. I mean, what really happened out there? What happened, Michael, to that tag team of Luka and Kyrie that we saw seemingly go off every night in the previous series?
Well, I've got 2 words: Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, you think that was the difference?
He was literally fucking blocking everybody.
Yeah,
dude. I mean,
blocked last night.
Yeah, dude, he was actually crazy. Honestly, watching that game last night, Mike, Matt, and I actually watched it at my place. We watched almost the entire game, and right from the get-go, I mean, Porzingis was dominant, and it was actually kind of crazy too because I feel like leading up the tip-off, I think they started Horford actually last night, and
they did.
Porzingis coming off the bench too. So you're thinking, like, all right, maybe like Porzingis isn't 100%. Is he really going to be a big factor? And I mean, Jesus, I think he had
boy,
like
he was.
11 points in like 5 minutes
Yeah.
when he first came in, dude. He was absolutely dominant. There really wasn't an answer for him, honestly. I don't. Who's that big man from Dallas? Lively,
Uh,
right? They Lively,
Cafford.
right?
Yes.
He used to do with the hair,
Cafford.
the
Mhm.
curly hair. Yeah,
No, it's Jalen Cafford.
Cafford.
Oh, Daniel Gafford?
Yeah, I think it's
Daniel
him.
Yeah,
Gafford.
Daniel
Is that the
Gafford.
dude with the hair and the?
Yes,
the-
yes.
Okay. Because he was getting shot. Like Porzingis was shooting over everybody. Like literally, it just really didn't seem
Yeah.
like there was any
Yeah, literally.
way to stop him.
No.
Yeah.
It was crazy, dude. I mean, he was banging threes too. I mean, he was
Yeah.
ripping threes too when he first came in that first quarter. I mean, I feel like the Celtics came out so hot, and it wasn't like the game was over right away.
I mean, 17-point lead in the first quarter.
I know, but still,
And
you
then
would,
they came
you would
back
think, yeah,
a
exactly,
little
dude.
bit.
Like, and you thought they were gonna come back. You figured they would find themselves. I think even to end the first quarter, I want to say, I think Luka hit a three, and you're like, oh, okay, like maybe he's kind of got it, he found it, but. I mean, geez, man, for those first like 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes of,
It was
of
ugly.
the game, yeah, it seemed like Mike was saying, there's like a glass case over the hoop right now because the Mavericks just were not hitting any shots, dude,
No.
like at all. And I know I'm sure we'll pull up some of the box scores and the stats, the team stats and stuff, but I just feel like I don't know. I mean, again, even going into the fourth quarter, I know going into the fourth quarter, they were up by 20, the Celtics. But still, I feel like if the Mavericks were just hitting their shots, at one point I turned to Mike and I'm like, with the amount of times the Celtics were just kind of throwing up threes or ended up missing their shots in the fourth quarter, like Dallas could have cut the lead to like 9, within a few minutes, but they themselves were just not hitting their shots.
Nope.
They were kind of actually like, taking advantage of I guess a little bit of a cold streak in that fourth quarter. But they just were not able to capitalize on that one, dude. And I mean, that's what the Mavericks I feel like have to do moving forward. Mike said it too. And I mean, at the end of the day, like Kyrie was like 6 for 19
6
from
for
the field.
19, yeah.
That's probably not going to happen again, you would imagine, right?
Mhm.
I mean, these guys are going to find themselves. The Mavericks are going to make it competitive, certainly. But still, man, I mean, I know I said, Mavericks are going to win the series, and I was saying Celtics probably win game 1, stuff like that. But I don't know, watching this game to see a dominant victory like this, I mean, it's got to make you wonder, I mean, even if the Mavericks do make it competitive, I mean, I just feel like this game was just so dominant by the Celtics. I mean, I feel like I'm a little worried. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Well, if Boston does win game 2, then I start to get very worried.
Yeah.
And I have an interesting question for you, Michael, because everybody has like a different strategy for this, but like, how do you handle, like, let's say, like, hopefully this doesn't happen, but Boston sweeps, wins the championship. Like, how do you get through that period of time? Because obviously it bothers us fans when stuff like that happens. Yeah.
I mean,
is there any strategy though? I mean, is there anything you do that makes it better, you feel?
Well, one thing for sure is that Boston would have 18 rings.
Right.
And I'd be pissed because that would surpass the Lakers.
But is it like, would your mindset just turn to, well, let's win one next year and tie them?
Well, Barnes, that's if we can find a good coach.
Hurley would be the answer, no?
I mean, he's a guy from college. I mean, he coached college basketball, which is a big transfer from college to coaching the pros.
The pros, right?
It's a big transfer.
But would you be in favor of it?
Maybe. I don't know my thoughts on this.
Really? Is it just you're concerned that it's not going to translate to the NBA?
I'm concerned because he'll have to get used to the different playbooks.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you new playbooks in the NBA, unlike college. And think of it. You're going to have to go up against bigger and stars like Jokic, Luka, Tatum even.
Yeah. No, that's true. And listen, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, this is up to Dan Hurley in terms of, what he wants to do. But it just in my mind, I just feel like the NBA is so much different than it used to be. It feels like the coach is powerless. And for me, it just seems like it would be almost a downgrade in a way. You think about UConn right now. I mean, Dan Hurley in Storrs, Connecticut is a folk hero. So he's going to go to the Lakers. He's going to have a tough time having his players respond to him and
I think
him
so.
being able to
I think
be
so.
tough on them. It's going to come with scrutiny.
Mhm.
And I just feel like he has everything he needs now at Stores other than being the highest coach in the game. So I said this yesterday and I still believe it, but I don't know if part of him is like, listen, I mean, I just went back to back, and you're going to leave me at 3.
Yeah.
And he's pissed, but I think it's going to be really tough for him to jump. I really do think it's all leverage, Tony. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I guess I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, he is kind of using the Lakers as leverage to get more money, I suppose. I mean, Matthew said it, you're saying it. Like, you need to offer him the most money, the number 1 highest paid college coach. You want to keep him at UConn, certainly. And I guess,
absolutely.
I think it's smart for Hurley to do that. Smart for anybody in that position to do that, obviously. I mean, and Hurley, I would say deserve. I don't know who do you know who the highest paid basketball coaches are? Like, who's number 2 and 1?
I'm imagining Bill Self and maybe John Calipari.
No, I think it's Dan Hurley.
He's third. He's third.
That's why this whole thing's going on.
Mhm.
And then Josh B says Hurley will suck for 3 years, get fired, and get paid to sit home like so many coaches are currently.
I can honestly
Calipari
see
won.
that.
Izzo,
Izzo,
Mr. Izzo.
wow,
Mr.
dude.
Izzo.
And Bill Self.
Wait, but is this updated, Tony?
This
It
is
says
prob-
he's
no,
3.
Well, this is probably right
It's
now.
not seem like up to
What do you know?
Oh, but he might have got. Wait, what?
What is Hurley?
Are
make?
you?
Where's Hurley on?
No, this is not. Wait, go. No. It says Ed Cooley's at Providence, so this is like
Oh wow, this is 2024.
2023. I think because he got an extension last season. So
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go to more recent, Tony.
Michael, I mean, kind of a bad job by Tony there, no?
what?
Yeah,
I mean, can't give us accurate information.
Come on,
I
dude.
should take over a spot, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I know you've been
Yeah.
campaigning for that.
Come on.
I've been begging for that.
I feel like you're gonna chuckle when we call you out for trying to be the producer when you're saying, "Get to the comments."
the comments, dude.
The comments. What do we got here, Tony? Anything?
Any news on Dan Hurley? Tony.
I mean, it's all about like what he would be making. Let's see. Hurley would owe UConn $1.9 million for Lakers jump, 7.5 for college move. He's saying they would owe him. Interesting. Hurley last year signed a 6-year, $32.1 million contract for 6 years. So he's getting like what? $5
million a
change?
year, I think.
Yeah. So that really wouldn't put him that high. I guess that would put him top 4, top 5.
It said 3 on Twitter this morning. So,
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's broken up. I mean, it says 6 years, $32 million.
Yeah.
so.
That's true. That's true. It could be broken up differently.
Which is interesting. And it says that Hurley would owe UConn $7.5 million if he left the school tomorrow for another NCAA gig. And if he goes to an NBA team, I guess he owes $1.875 million.
And you know what's tough too? Kind of why I feel like this isn't going to happen. And like one name that comes to mind is like Billy Donovan, but I can't think of any time really that's anytime recent where a coach came from college, went to the NBA, and won a title.
Like in the first year, you're saying, or just in general?
In general.
Really?
I mean, recently, right?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. It seems like every time they come from college, it doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't happen that often.
No.
And I mean, I feel like it's not too far-fetched to think that, even though Hurley's a great coach. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people do talk about how different college basketball is from the NBA. I mean, you see players even struggling to transition.
Because yes, there's annoyance with the whole transfer portal and the NIL. But at least you can get control of a locker room.
Mhm.
And I think it's tough to do that in the NBA. These
Yeah.
guys, they don't want to be told one thing, like a minor thing, like kind of scolding them for it. Like they want you fired.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
totally right.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
do you think that Hurley is unhappy at UConn?
No, I
No,
think,
oh,
he,
no,
I
no,
think he
no.
just thinks,
Right?
like I said, I mean, how could he not think in his mind, oh, these guys are making more. Tom Izzo's making more than me. He hasn't won a title in 24 years. John Calipari is making more than me.
I've won a title
He's
in
won
like
one title
12 years.
in his whole career.
Yeah.
And I've won 2 the last 2 years. This program was not so much in shambles, but was kind of like what I just said, mired in mediocrity a little bit after that second title in 4 years. That second one coming under Kevin Ollie. And then, him getting fired, the this, the that, and Hurley, has really built a program there. So I think, like I said, it is leverage because you would feel like if Hurley were to leave, not to say that UConn's going to fall off the face of the earth, but it would really negatively impact the progress that they've made over the last several years.
Oh yeah. And also the whole campus of UConn would just be in shambles.
Yeah. No, you're right.
There'd probably be riots outside of the school that people be knocking down lampposts.
Yeah, God forbid his home, dude. He lives in stores, right?
Yeah.
No, I think he lives in
New
Glastonbury.
Jersey.
No,
but I think he's from New Jersey.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, from Jersey.
So a couple of things to close this out. First, I want to ask you guys, next season, Dan Hurley is the coach of, starting with Michael,
UConn.
Tony?
I say UConn.
Yeah, I say UConn as well. And then
I think it's home, honestly.
And then we have game 2, Sunday, NBA Finals, starting with Tony. Winner, score. What do we got?
Game 2, Sunday, NBA Finals. Oh, it's so tough, dude. I say Mavericks win game 2.
Tight?
Yeah. Kyrie. 3 at the buzzer. 113-110.
Wow. Michael?
Wow. I think game 2 is going to go to the Mavericks. Give me Dallas 118, Boston 109.
Wow.
And Luka drops a 50-point triple-double.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wow. And how about this? I'm going to say Boston. Oh, listen, hold on, Michael. There's a little surprise here. Boston wins by 10, goes up 2-0. All right. Then we go back to Dallas. Dallas takes 2, takes game 5 in Boston.
Ooh.
Chance to close out game 6. Boston wins it on the road, but then loses by 45 in game 7.
That would be embarrassing.
Joe Mazzulla fired. Jason Tatum traded. Boston in shambles. Okay, they won enough the past 20 years as a city. And I just can't take the fans, honestly.
They don't need any more rings.
They don't deserve
They
it.
don't need any more championships.
And
that damn fucking city.
Like Kev has talked about, the way Yankee fans are. No.
No.
Let's
Kev,
unite together against Boston. Fuck Boston, Tony.
Fuck Boston.
Okay, Tony?
Yeah,
okay?
I got it.
I know because you usually like to go, let's unite with the Red Sox fans and say the Yankees suck. Like, why? Fuck Boston.
I never said that in my life, I don't think.
No. You know what I don't get, though? I was thinking about this in the car, and I know I'm out of my mind with this stuff sometimes, but it's just like the whole thing with the Mets fan. I guess I don't get is why does the frustration come out on the Yankees when it's like it's not our fault? Like it's like ownership, the players, they've done you guys wrong. So I'm saying why, and like I said, it's not necessarily you, but why are we the punching bag? It's not our fault. It really isn't.
I mean, I think honestly, you want my dead honest answer.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up as a Met fan, I mean, it's the opposite, to be honest. I feel like the Mets are like the punchline of every Yankee fan's joke because that's all they ever talk about is how the Yankees are New York's team, Mets, little brother, they suck. And that's all I've ever heard from any Yankee fan, like literally my entire life. And it's like, it's not even that it's like warranted or anything. It's just always like, there's always like a punchline with the Mets in on it.
I've always felt like, for me anyway, that I didn't even really take notice of it until the Mets 100-win season a couple years ago. Because then it seems like because the Mets were doing well, slightly better record than the Yankees, that Mets fans were coming after us. But I feel like I've never felt the need, without being like, I'm trying to think of the word, like drawn in to the whole conversation. Yeah. Like I feel like I would never even say anything, but I feel like it always comes with a Mets fan coming at me. Otherwise, I would never even, mention the Mets unless we were talking about the game.
Well, I think it's, I mean, for me, it's always the opposite. It's always a Yankee fan saying, well, at least we're not the
Provoked,
Mets.
Josh says, and yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Provoked, yeah.
But yeah, that's just kind of my feeling. And I don't know. I've always just thought, for the Mets fans, I mean, worry about your team. And it's like, be mad at Steve Cohen. Be mad at Carlos Mendoza. Yeah. Be mad at David Stearns. You know what I mean? Be mad at Lindor. But I guess let's just take it out on the Yankees and talk about the broadcast team and the stadium.
What friends are you hanging out with? That talks about that? Like, who says
Who are
that?
you
Who
hanging
says
out with,
that?
Bart, these days?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I guess one question too, and I know we could keep going on and on and on about that stuff, but like, because I feel like a lot of Mets fans are like just so like hell bent on the Citi Field is so much better. What is it? I don't understand. Like, what is it with Citi Field that you feel is so like, I guess, amazing, unique? Like, what? Why do you feel like it's such a good stadium?
Well, I mean, I can't speak to the uniqueness, I suppose, because I mean, I haven't been to like every ballpark, but I mean, for me, in comparing to Yankee Stadium, I mean, I think the inside it really is like a lot nicer.
The inside
and,
meaning the concourse, or you're
yeah.
talking? Okay,
Well, I think just honestly in general. I mean, just walk around the
Okay.
stadium. I just when I walk around that stadium, I feel like it's more open, you know, where I can almost like see the field almost anywhere. From where I'm standing, almost even by the concessions and stuff like that. And I just think the food is definitely better there. I think the food there is some of the best stadium food I've had. I would say those are probably the two main things.
and the discounted green paint on the seats doesn't do anything for you.
It doesn't kill me, no.
But you don't love it.
I don't love it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, whatever.
I've been dying to go to Angels Stadium. I've been dying to go there, man.
Yeah, it's a shame
Although-
we just missed the boat. They went there after the Padres series. We should have went. Yeah.
You could have went.
The Rockwell, man.
Yeah.
The fountain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a shame. Angels fans really get screwed though. I mean,
You
terrible
got Diz,
ownership, terrible team, Trout was
Yeah.
injured.
You've got Disneyland
Yeah.
nearby, man.
And as you would say, Michael, the beaches, the beers. But you know what I would say?
And the women.
The golf?
Let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
Thank you.
What a play! Stop it, Yep. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeouts.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. So 8 straight wins for your New York Yankees, 8-5 over Minnesota, sweeping the series, sweeping the season series, Tony.
That's right.
6-0. And if you look at last night, and there have been a lot of talk, and I think it was like 22 straight games, a Yankee starter had given up 3 runs or less. Fortunately, that snapped last night. Listen, course of this season, as Tony would like to say, the ebbs, the flows, the this, the that.
I do.
You're gonna have a weak outing by your starter, and that's what happened with Stroman last night.
That's right.
4 2/3, 6
Ironic.
hits, 5 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, but 2 home runs allowed. And speaking of home runs allowed, first inning, Carlos Correa, I'm sure to a lot of boos. A homer to right center. I was on the golf course when the game started, and it was just one of those things I was like focused on finishing strong and forgot that the game had already started, so I missed like the live feed of that. But a homer to right center made it 1-0. Fortunately for the Yankees, Trent Grisham, his first hit since April, Tony.
He's got a weird batting stance.
Does have a weird batting stance. You could see how he has power, but he has no consistency. That's the problem. But a 2-run shot made it 2-1. Christian Vasquez, a home run to left center off Stroman, made it 2-2. But the Yankees go to work on offense in the 3rd and 4th inning, scoring 5 runs. Glaber double, scores Soto and Judge. Austin Wells sac fly, scores Stanton. And then, a double steal for the Yankees. Throwing error, Volpe scores. Stanton reaching on an infield single, made it 7-2. But then the Twins answer back, off Stroman, and then, Ian Hamilton comes in relief, but a Correa sac fly 7-3, Kepler ground rule double 7-4 on a play to left field where, Judge didn't know how to play it, thought it was going to go foul, sneaks in fair. And then, so that made it 7-4. Carlos Santana makes it 7-5. But then Trent Grisham, a sac fly in the bottom half of that inning, makes it 8-5. And really the whole way, the Yankees don't get into too much trouble. I guess Tommy Kahnle slightly, he works out of it. But if you look at their bullpen, Hamilton gets that 1 out in the 5th Victor Gonzalez, 2/3 of an inning, and just allows a walk. Luke Weaver pitches an inning and a third, picks up the win. He's now 4-1 with a 2.61. So another Matt Blake reclamation project doing well. We mentioned Canely, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, but 2 strikeouts. ERA now at 1.59. Clay Holmes comes in for the save, his 18th of the season, works around a hit, strikes out 1. ERA now sitting at 1.32. And just like that, your Yankees win 8-5. Obviously, the Soto news, makes everybody a little uneasy. Everybody bracing for the best, but at the end of the day, you just want the confirmation, like we talked about before.
That's right.
But that part of it aside, everything couldn't be going better for the Yankees right now. Now 26 games over 500, most wins in the majors. And you just keep on going, 8 straight wins. It really is unbelievable too, if you think about it this way. Last season, 2 games over 500 at the end of the year. Now 26 games over 500, first week of June. Pretty good stuff.
I would say it's really good stuff, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, the Yankees are absolutely killing it. And honestly, even with the Soto injury, I don't know. I mean, it was still a great game to watch, dude. I mean, Volpe was electric around the bags. I know he had he tried. I think he stole third, and freaking Vasquez was
the overthrow,
dude. The overthrow.
Yes.
But again, that's the electricity you want from younger players, and obviously Judge hitting well. Even Gleyber Torres, I think had that like a 2-run
double,
bases loaded double. Yeah.
Right over first base bag. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, it was down the line, dude.
Yes.
Right down the line of right field. Literally right where you want it for a scenario like that. So I think it was really nice to see, especially with the rain delay and everything, especially with the tough start from Stroman, dude. Interesting watch Stroman pitch last night. He was really with a lot of breaking balls, just did not have a lot of movement. I don't know if it was just an off night for him or whatever.
A little steamy in the Bronx.
Yeah, I think so, dude. But I'm sure he'll bounce back,
Yeah.
But it is kind of funny how we were just like talking about him having the numbers taper off yesterday, and then but yeah, dude, I mean, you want to be happy, 8 wins in a row. I think that's got to be the longest current win streak right now around the MLB. So I mean, they're really sitting pretty, dude.
And I think it's 32 straight games on base for Judge and Volpe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I think Judge on his own, I think has like 22 or 23.
Yeah. No, they both have the same. So maybe it's 23, but for some reason I thought it was in the 30s.
Really? I thought that was the record. Was that the? Let's see.
You could even just search current on base streaks major leagues, because I know they're both tied for the league.
I think Volpe had the 21.
Well, that was a hitting streak.
Yeah,
that was
hitting
snapped. Streak. Yeah, he had that though. I think up until last week or week before.
Oh, the hit streak.
What is this?
That was a hit streak, on base streak.
Where did it say 30 games? Because there was an article. When's that from?
Where do you,
2 days ago.
2
So
days
it
ago.
is 32. Because that's 30
that's
games
crazy.
2 days ago.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Hey,
good for them, dude. That's ridiculous.
Where's Michael at?
Tony?
I don't know.
Get him in here, yo.
I thought he's gonna burst in right now.
I know. No, I don't
in
think
here,
he's
yo.
even in the building anymore.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's nabbed my car to run some errands, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I'm sure he's
Get the dog in here
listening,
soon.
dude.
Oh,
Get that
he's
dog.
always listening.
That dog.
That dog.
Wow, speaking of that dog, Matthew Ryan says he
no.
got bitten by a dog at work, and we know that he works at the shop right in Newtown, Newton,
New Jersey. But let me tell
Jersey.
you, Matthew Ryan, if you haven't already, contact your lawyer. Let's just say a career payday may be coming your way. Do it. Got to do it.
Who's that freaking lawyer? Always has the
Saul
ads on
Goodman.
ESPN. No, on ESPN Radio.
Oh.
Law bike back. Fucking Dave always talks about him.
No, I forgot.
Is it
DPH or a law firm though? Is one of those?
Yeah.
Call DPH.
Go-
Honestly.
Go get him, dude.
What else did we get from Matthew here? A little Kev Do banter.
Yeah, sure. He says, scale of 1 to 10 here. How tight are you about the Mets? Talking to Kev Do. The Mets. In Josh's voice.
The Mets.
Grassa is
The worst.
dude.
Who?
Dan Grassa.
Who's he?
He's a host on ESPN New York 98.7. ESPN. D'Agostino.
D'Agostino.
Fight back.
Yeah, so funny, dude.
Oh man,
God, dude.
getting rabies shot. Matthew, I mean,
Matthew,
you really
good
want
luck,
to be able
dude.
to retire tomorrow and be golfing
Shut the fuck
in
up,
Southern
man.
California with Michael Budka. Wait, what were you talking about?
Matthew Ryan.
Oh, you're telling
Just
him.
shut the fuck up, man.
Wow, I didn't know you were that tight with Matthew Ryan, huh?
God.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man. If dude, if you want to come on the beaches out there with me, start showing some respect, okay?
Wow.
Okay.
As I told the Monty Tumor, those are fighting words, Tony.
dude.
Those are fighting words. Yeah. So I mean, obviously, we wait for the Soto news, like I said.
Are you constantly updating your Twitter feed right now, dude?
I was a little bit. Obviously, now that we're in mid-show, I mean, I guess I probably.
Is there
I just
like
feel
an appointment? Is it 1 p.m. CAT scan? Like, what's the deal? You have no idea?
They didn't say. I mean, let's just do an old check here just to see.
Hey Barnes.
Yes.
So this is baseball related. So I forgot, but which ballparks have you been to?
All right. So
Let's go down the list.
1 second.
Yeah, there's no update or anything. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, no, I was just seeing if there was, but like you just said, there isn't. All right. So Yankee Stadium,
Obviously.
Fenway Park,
Really?
Camden Yards, Rogers Center,
Where's that?
Toronto.
Why?
I was there with my family like
Okay.
16 years ago or something. And then I've been to the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium, Miller Park.
Ooh.
I've been to Citi Field. I have been to Petco Park.
In San Diego.
I didn't go to a game, but I went to T-Mobile Park. And I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. Oh, and I've been to Wrigley Field.
Really?
Guaranteed Rate Field in
The
Chicago
White Sox.
as well. So I've been to both Chicago parks.
Wow, man. Good for you.
I think that's all of them though.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
And then visited other than Yankee Stadium. Yeah, like I've said many times, Petco by far was the most impressive. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's really nothing of
Nothing of like what
just
time or whatever. I
speculation.
would imagine he had the MRI already, dude. I mean, come on.
Matthew Ryan seems a little offended, huh?
Come on, dude. You don't know me at all. He says, why are you tight at me?
Oh, I think I know you, buddy.
Wow, Michael
dude.
Buck, very
Doubling down,
confident.
dude.
Yes.
Trust me, I am no a troublemaker when I see one.
All I would
Wow.
say is bite back. So what I'm thinking, Tony, before we look ahead to the weekend of baseball, I know I did last couple of days and a pretty good job of catching up on it, but didn't get a chance today. I know it's very quick, but if you could just help me with the picks here.
Yes, what do you got? Yankees in the over you had?
I had. Sorry, no, I'm just getting to the bottom.
Right back.
All right. So I had the Yankees in the over,
2-0.
Orioles in the under,
2-2.
2-2, Diamondbacks in the under, which
Diamondbacks won, I believe.
I think the under just slid in. It was probably 7.5.
7.5. Yes.
That'd be 4-2.
4-2, dude.
4-2.
Yes,
Okay.
buddy.
So if you look at where I was prior to that, that's going to be 63 and 54. So we'll just mark that down on the old picks here. Barnes 63 and 42. Okay, and then wait, did I 63? Oh, and 54. I don't know why I said 42. Come on. Brother. All right, and then if we go back to you,
Dodgers in the over, I had, I think, right?
Tony had the Dodgers in the under,
Oh, so 1-1.
Cardinals in the under,
2-2.
Braves in the over.
Braves in the over. Oh,
2-4.
it would be 3-3, Brian.
3-3, 69 and 48.
Hey, all right.
There he is.
There he is, dude.
Okay, let me just mark that.
Heyo. Blue Jays, dude. We're hitting pretty well. Povich. Hate to see that. Major league debut of a guy for the Orioles. Just fucking.
Yeah, it's tough. Those
I
debuts
know.
are tough. So any before we do the frenzy, obviously, Yankees, Dodgers, 3 games set in the Bronx. Obviously be there tomorrow. Tonight, though, will be Cody Petit versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tony, who rough start to his career, but has settled down now 6-2, 3.32. Petit, great start to his Yankee career, 2-0, 2.45. So, obviously, I would say that, the Dodgers have the pitching advantage here.
Yeah, I would say so.
But I think, there definitely is an opportunity here. Petit, if he could just give him 5 innings of like 2 runs, and then you go to the bullpen. Some of those guys like Ian Hamilton barely throw any pitches. Luke Weaver could go again as well. I think you can navigate this one. And even if, Soto misses this game, Volpe, like we talked about, has been on fire. We know what Judge is doing. Stanton really has had a good week here as well. So, I feel pretty good, about our chances tonight. And then tomorrow's game, is going to be Nestor Cortez. So bless you. I believe it's the 3rd time that I've seen Nestor on the hill this season. This is actually, Michael, take a guess, actually. Including San Diego. What game do you think this is for me this year? Seeing the Yankees in person.
Yankees, A's.
No. But what time do you think this is? Like second
How
time,
many
3rd
games?
time,
Yeah,
4th time? Like what time do you think this is for me?
6?
9th.
Wow.
Of course.
More than I went all last year.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Because I was frowned upon to suggest, other than to you and Jason, in end of July, I believe. And then it was like, it literally like everybody that I know that I'm friends with, it was basically like without them saying it, it's like, yeah, just don't ask me to go. Like I'm not going. Like, you know what I mean? So the game we're gonna see is going to be a Fox game. So we'll have Joe Davis in the booth with Smoltzy.
Oh, no.
Gavin Stone versus Nestor.
There we go.
So that'll be a 7:35. And then a Sunday Night Baseball. And I really hope, everything about the Yankees has been different this year than it has been the past couple. So could we start the tradition, Tony, of playing well on Sunday Night Baseball? This is their first appearance there this season. Hasn't always gone the best.
No.
Glass now heel. We talked about that dynamic matchup yesterday.
Yeah.
So I feel like let's just win 2 out of 3 here. We don't need to get crazy.
Yes.
I would be very happy with that.
Hey Barnes,
what's that?
I might think of the beef with
about the
Matthew
Rangers.
Ryan is a continuing.
Oh, continuing.
Yeah.
But I think he doesn't know. Like you're
Penguins fan.
but you're an admirer of the Rangers, but you're not like that.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Not. Your
this
thing is
man
the
doesn't
Lakers.
know anything.
This guy is all Lakers. Come on.
Come on, Matt.
But and then I was just gonna mention, Tony, you got Suarez Minaya in London, 110 tomorrow. And then I believe it's Tawan Walker versus Jose Quintana on Sunday. Level of confidence.
Early Sunday, like 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
Level of confidence on the old 2-game sweeper.
For the sweep, dude.
1 to 10.
Confidence in the sweep, I'd say 4.
4. Expecting the splitting the 6s?
Yeah, I think we're gonna split here.
Okay.
I think that's just
I think so too.
That's pretty reasonable to ask for, especially again what we've seen in past years with the London series.
Yeah.
Lots of scoring, unpredictability, even teams that are outmatched did come out with a couple of dubs. And obviously you look at the records here, Phillies powerhouse right now, coming out of the NL. So you want the Mets to definitely put their best foot forward. Again, you, I guess, have your 2 best starters out there for this series. Your bats have been kind of heating up. So, yeah, splitting the 6s, dude. I'm honestly like 95% confidence on splitting the 6s, Brian.
Yeah. Wow.
And I guess if you want to ask me my opinion
Tony.
on the Yankee game as well, I don't know. I feel like tonight, dude, the Yankees are going to have to score a bunch of runs. I just think with the Dodgers, Petit,
not
obviously
going long into the game.
I feel like he's not gonna go long. But I do feel like Yamamoto over there I want to say the lineup of the Yankees can get to him even without Soto. I know Yamamoto has good numbers right now, but I still feel like he's a little bit.
He's inconsistent.
I would not necessarily inconsistent, but I just feel like from what he was expected to be, I would say he's a little underwhelming so far this season. But nonetheless, I do think the Yankees should get to him. But like I said, I think, the powerhouse of the Dodgers lineup too, they're bound to score. You're going to have to score more than them. But
Tony,
what's up?
how about that?
Mm-hmm.
The Dodgers aren't doing as good as people think.
Oh no, they're
No,
not.
they're
But still,
underachieved.
they are underachieving. I think right now they have some injury concern, obviously too.
Max
Muncy
Yep.
has been out, right? I think even Mookie
Yeah.
Betts was tossed in the infield a little bit. He's been getting rotated around.
Yeah, like he's been playing in like the infield now. These
yeah,
days.
literally,
Yeah.
which is great for his
Shortstop.
versatility and everything.
Yep.
Right. But still, I mean, I feel like at any point that Dodgers lineup could still go off.
Which
Yeah.
what's your prediction?
I would say the Yankees win. I want to say somewhere to the tune of like 9-7.
9-7 tonight.
Yeah,
2
tonight.
or 3 for the
All right.
weekend.
Yeah, I'll say 2 out of 3. Honestly, I kind of like the Sunday matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
man.
Sunday night, you were saying too. Hopefully,
Yeah.
the Yankees could break the mode of
Yeah,
how they
losing
don't
on
do
Sunday Night
well on
Baseball,
Sunday Night
yeah.
Baseball.
Oh, is there gonna be a sports show Sunday night at Horseshoe?
There is.
There is.
That's
I'm
correct,
coming.
dude.
I'm coming.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
hell yeah, I'm
17
coming.
year
Let's
deal,
go, let's
dude.
go.
Yeah, I'm
I
coming.
guess with the Yankees on, which is dope. Actually.
Yeah, I didn't
Watching
even think about
baseball with
that.
you, man. Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Michael.
Let's fucking go,
dude.
Barnes.
And then I would imagine, like we said too, there's basketball, right, on Sunday.
That's
come
yeah, it's
on.
8:00. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be on as well. Yeah.
God.
That's actually going to be
Boston really
shaping
Come
up
on.
to a pretty good horseshoe sports.
There you
fortnight.
go.
A
There
lot
you
of
go.
watching to do, dude.
Watching and hopefully winning. Tony.
Winning.
Any
Winning.
will be welcomed.
Yeah.
Between now and then, Tony.
Mhm.
But yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. So jacked up for that. But I think you know what time it is, Tony. A full-on abbreviated baseball. And he's leaving me hanging for our frenzy.
All right, let's freaking go here. Another day, unfortunately, where there are no Met games. But don't fret. Okay, you have you're definitely your dose of Mets this weekend. But I will be kicking off the picks here, 6:45 p.m. in Nationals Park. I'm doubling down here with the Braves. Chris Sale, who's actually been pitching really well, 8-1 in the year, 3.06 ERA. Considering what we've seen from him in past years, I think he's doing very well for the Braves here. And the Braves could use, I think, some wins. We know about, Cunha, and obviously, and I think Ozuna last night had a big game. I was expecting to have another big game here today against the Nationals. Pitching for them is Irvin, actually, I guess. 3.39 ERA. Jake Irvin, dude.
That's a little curve.
CJ Abrams last night during the game just looked like he was ticked off. Bad attitude, bad game. Obviously, the loss 5-2. I say they doubled down here. Another loss from the Nationals. Win by the Braves. The over-under does hit this time for the over here. I say the Braves win this game. I'll say 7-3, dude.
Yeah.
7-3.
Wow. The stage is set, Tony. An Apple TV night tonight for the New York Yankees. I think the game is still on yes
Really?
as well. Anyhow, it's the Yankees, it's the Dodgers, it's Cody Petit, it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Who knows if he's booed after kind of leaving the Yankees at the altar in the offseason. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, who knows?
The Dodgers here, minus 140. I'm guessing that's due to the pitching matchup. I would think if it was an even plane here in terms of the pitchers, we'd be talking about a pick'em here, Tony.
Oh, definitely.
So I think what we're going to see here, Petit grind through 5 innings, might give up 3 runs, but I think the Yankees offense early, often, off a pitcher that doesn't have too much Major League Baseball experience, I think they will do quite well against Yamamoto. I think he doesn't make it through 5. I think they score 5. I think their bullpen locks down the Dodgers late. And they end up winning this game 7-5. Clay Holmes with his 20th save of the season. And the Yankees extend that winning streak to 9 in a row with a chance to make it 10 with Matthew in attendance on Saturday night. And I just want to make sure, Tony, you're going to make fun of me, but it was the over with the Braves?
That's correct.
All right. I was having trouble pulling up the doc when you were saying it. It wasn't because I wasn't paying attention. So let's keep that separate. Sale, wins, Ozuna homering, the Acuna injury. Multitasking.
Speaking of multitasking, Cole Irvin, dude, on the
That's actually
top
nuts
here.
that he's pitching tonight.
For the Orioles, dude, they're going up against the Rays in Tampa, dude.
Earning.
Earning for it. Irvin is earning Aaron Savale getting the nod there. 5.37 ERA, 2-4 in the year. Tampa Bay underwhelming 500 team at 31-31 right now. Did get swept. Oh, actually, no, they won the third game of it. Has lost 2 games, the Orioles, in their last 3-game set, which actually looks like this one will be a 4-game set. This is game 1 here. Orioles on the road. I think Gunnar Henderson. I think Ryan Mountcastle has a big 2-for-5 night with a dinger and an RBI double. You know about Henderson. Let's give Henderson his 20th home run of the year. Savale maybe goes 5 1/3, 4 earned runs. Cole Irvin improves that ERA, goes 6 innings, 1 earned run. With strikeouts are pretty okay, I guess. I mean, 8 strikeouts for Cole. Why not, dude? Over under 8.5. They're saying Orioles win this game. I'll say 5-3. So Orioles and just on that under, Brian.
Just a tick under, Tony. And you know what it is? It does seem like there's always something with the doc. I put it on my side by accident.
Lordy
here.
Lord.
Anyhow.
Any
winning. You know, it is a tough night for picks. I'm not going to lie.
What do you want? You want Mariners over Royals? Bang.
You know, give me your Cleveland Guardians in Miami.
Wow, dude. Okay.
Logan Allen has gotten hammered. Ryan Weathers is out pitching for the Marlins, but they're 20 games under for a reason.
Give me a break, dude.
I think Jose Ramirez, a 5th inning grand slam, propelling the Guardians here. I'm going to say 5-0. So it's the Guardians and it's the under.
Right in the under real quick, just like that. Wow.
3rd game, final game.
Nick
Best game.
Lodolo, dude. I don't know if I want him. I kind of like Mitch Keller. He's been kind of improving on my fantasy team, but then what are you doing? You're betting with your heart, dude, not with your mind. And I'll do that, dude. Let's go Mitch Keller in Pittsburgh here tonight. Game 1 of this 3-game set against the Twins for the weekend. The Twins, we know, just got swept by the Yankees. 3-game losing streak. Pirates did not sweep the Dodgers, but did take 2 out of 3 from them. Mitch Keller's been a big reason why they've had some success here. 7.3, 3.42 ERA. I know Joe Ryan's been pitching well for the Minnesota Twins, but I would imagine Keller absolutely shuts down the offense of the Twins, or really lack thereof. I would say 6 innings from him. No, you know what, dude? I'll say 8 innings from him. Why not? 8 innings, 2 earned runs, 8 Ks. Pirates go on to win this game. I'll say, I don't know, 4-1, dude.
All right.
So Pirates and the under, Brian.
All right. So 3rd game, final game.
Brian's game.
We're going to St. Louis. We're going to Missouri. Wow. And we're going to see Lance Lynn versus Austin Gomber.
Woof.
Rockies haven't really had a great year, obviously. 18 games under 500. Had a little hot streak. Seems like they're cooling off here. Now, Nolan Gorman has been on fire. Josh B. riled that I benched him when he hit a home run the other day.
Oh, gosh.
Anyhow, I think Lance Lynn dominates a pedestrian Rocky offense here. They lost yesterday to the Cardinals, not losing today. I think they win 5-3, and the number on this is 7.5.
Correct.
So it is the over. It is the Cardinals. It is the over. And just like that, that is your baseball frenzy. So
bang.
Should be an exciting weekend. Yankees, Dodgers, Mets in London. And then, Soto timeline here. So let's go.
I'd like to go visit Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
I would have. I would love to see that stadium, dude.
It's so, I don't know what it is, but like when I was younger too, like I didn't put 2 and 2 together. It just didn't seem like that was Missouri. I don't know why. It just seems so weird that there's Major League Baseball in Missouri.
Dude, I can't even picture Missouri.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. What,
Yeah.
What do you got, Michael?
It's funny that you mentioned that, because in 4 months, my parents are going to see Billy Joel there.
At Busch Stadium?
Billet.
As a birthday gift from my mom to my dad.
Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. So that is good stuff there. One more order of business here. Let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots. Top shelf. He scores. Captain with the overtime winner. That's the middle. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping. Ring made the full split save.
Are you kidding me? Turn, side of the net.
between the legs and they score! Filthy! But David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
On the spot here, and let's start this by saying this is a hypothetical situation. It's not happening.
Oh God!
But I'm just thinking about this: the back and forth, Michael Buck and Matthew Ryan boxing match. Who's the favorite? What are the odds?
Who's the favorite? What are the odds? Interesting, dude. I don't know. I don't know what Matthew Ryan looks like here. But honestly, I would put Bukta as the tight dog, dude.
Maybe like a -110.
Literally -110. You know, maybe you may think a little undersized. I don't even know.
But you would think like that.
Yeah, dude, that quickness, dude. Exactly, dude. And all of a sudden, be one of those things where you just clips him. You just clip him, and he stumbles, and that's it, dude.
Oh man,
pouncing.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would say that sounds about right. And random question here before we talk about this series, Michael. Are you a McGregor fan? Conor McGregor, the UFC fighter.
I don't watch it, but if I had to say yes.
Okay. Now I just was curious. But yeah, I just want to get that fight over with. I just want to see because I really think is that going to be it, Tony? If he's embarrassed and he's talking Dr. Stoppage.
Dr. Stoppage. I mean, I don't know.
I'm talking really embarrassed though. I'm talking like
first round knockout.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, it's so tough to tell with some of these fighters, but I mean, you think McGregor would allow himself for that to be his last fight? I feel like he would fight until he wins and then is like.
But I think there is a certain point where Dana steps in, and I think Dana doesn't necessarily like he just takes advantage of what McGregor brings in terms of attention. But I think he probably hates McGregor, honestly.
Come on, really?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like Dana's a pretty straight shooter. It seems he said that how much he appreciates and stands by McGregor, and even through the whole assault thing with the chair and then whatever the injury. I mean,
such a loser.
He always stood by him. He said he's done great things for the sports and the organization and the business and stuff, which he obviously has. So I don't know. I don't think Dana would ever tell McGregor he can't fight. I don't know.
But he does towards the end. If guys keep losing, he's like that's it. And he might have to go to Bellator.
Wow, imagine.
Oh my god. And then he's fighting at Mohegan.
I'd go see him there. That'd be sick.
Imagine, talking about a sellout. That would be insane.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's been almost about a week since the Rangers, lost that game 6 to the Panthers. And we had the one game 6 between the Oilers and the Stars. Oilers advancing, but it seems like we haven't had hockey in a while. But now that we've had about a week, Tony, to reflect, would you say the end of this season for the Rangers, since you started watching them, was the biggest disappointment that you've seen?
Biggest disappointment? That's a great question. Honestly, I don't think it was the biggest disappointment, to be honest.
Kings series?
Yeah, I think the Cup against the Kings was, just because after game 1, you kind of knew it was over, to be honest, just the way they were playing.
Yeah.
And that team, I was a senior in high school, I guess. So it was kind of oh, this could be it. Let's go. Last year, high school, this is it. But nonetheless, I mean, still this year, oh my, I was really thinking about it. Dude, honestly, the entire basketball game I was watching last night, I was thinking about it would be sick if the Rangers were in the Cup final and we were watching the Cup final.
So different.
Literally, it really is so fucking lame.
Yeah.
That we're not going to be watching any more Rangers hockey for a little while. Literally just seeing the opening of the Celtics game with the fans walking in, how hyped they were at the TD Garden. I wish we were watching Rangers game right now. Cup final, oh my god, dude.
And before we maybe the revised, who knows, we'll find out. Before we get to those revised predictions here for this series, this game, couple comments here. It looks like Michael Bucka riled. His boys are putting money on him.
That's right. We are his boys, and we are putting money on him. So let's freaking go, Michael. Don't disappoint us. He says, "Boom, dude." And we'll be going shopping on Rodeo Drive in no time, dude. Oh, Brian, impressed. I didn't say Rodeo Drive.
Rodeo.
Yeah. I think, did you do that one time?
Rodeo.
No, where did that come from? Did you say that one time?
Rodeo Drive?
Beverly
I
Hills.
definitely have.
Oh,
when
and I
was like,
said
yeah,
something about
yeah,
it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
And then Matthew Gabriel does say the cup against the Kingsmen. That was a tough one. Barnes, remember watching it in Jersey at the grad party.
And also at that
grad
time,
party.
California Chrome was prepping to complete the Triple Crown, coming in fourth at the Belmont Stakes. So that drought, which was ultimately broke by American Pharaoh. Tony, here goes Pharaoh. It might have even been the year after. But yeah, that was a 37-year drought of a Triple Crown. And then you had Justify a couple years later. And then here we are again. And I don't know. It just seems like kind of like the way things are going. It seems like another drought's coming. It's just so hard to achieve the Triple Crown. And in sport, in horse racing is so, I mean, I guess it's similar because you think about like tennis and golf, how you have like the 4 majors, but it's weird how it's like just 3 races really feel like they matter. And if you want to throw the Breeders' Cup in there or whatever, the Haskell Invitation at Monmouth, Tony, but it's not the same. Obviously, Kentucky Derby, you would feel like is the first thing. And of course, the overall Triple Crown, but it just gone in the blink of an eye. And then a lot of times, second race of the Triple Crown season, the Derby winner doesn't win. And then that's it. And then you're left at the Belmont. Are those guys even racing? Yeah. It's kind of like a wide open thing. And it's a shame. I wish there was a Triple Crown opportunity because it would have been interesting to see it at Saratoga. And it might be tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
Is it? No way,
Look it
dude.
up.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Let's see.
Matty G.
There's no way there's a good. What time is it? Oh no! Oh no!
No, it's it's not Derby. It's the Belmont Stakes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. 2024. There's no way, dude. It's tomorrow, June 8th.
Yep. That's
crazy.
Tomorrow,
dude.
Saratoga, Tony.
How is
a little
no one...
bit behind on schedule there,
I feel like,
Tony.
Yeah, I guess so, dude. I feel like somebody would have talked about this.
Do we have odds? Can we get odds?
Let's see. 2024.
And it's a shame. I feel like being Saratoga, a stone's throw. I feel like if me and Matt were going to the Yankee game, we would have won.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Seize the Gray is 8-1. I guess that's the best odds there.
Okay.
Brazilians 10-1. Mystic Dan.
Wait. Go back up to Mystic Dan.
Sierra
Win
Leone.
the run for the Roses. Oh, finished second in the Okay, so Mystic Dan won the Derby. You know what? I'm gonna just say this right now because this has happened a couple times. Remember, Fleet Alex way back when, and he's the only horse running all 3 Triple Crown races.
How crazy is that?
He wins the first edition of the Belmont Stakes at Saratoga,
Mystic
winning
Dan?
2 out of the 3 races in the Triple Crown season, winning the Horse of the Year. So that's my prediction. Give me something for you. Give me a winner, a long shot. Give me something, Tony.
Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. Stand by here. A winner, a long shot, something, dude. I don't even know. Resilience, the Wood Memorial winner made strong. Yeah, stop it. Derby, whatever. Backstretch before fading, dude. Interesting. Oh my God, dude. With skeptics still convinced you're gonna get Triple Crown distances. I don't know. The Wine Steward. Anti-Quarian, dude. What the hell, dude? I guess Dornock Protective a 20-1 shot. I guess that would be it, dude. Hasn't beaten anyone. It
Wait,
says
there's only 7 horses in the race.
No. These are just the odds, dude.
Okay, Sierra Leone.
Top 10 odds, I guess.
Sierra Leone. What's the deal there?
Bluegrass winner lost by the slimmest of margins to Mystic Dan on the first Saturday in May.
Oh, finished second. Okay.
Camera caught him in second.
So
looks
not
like
that many long shots in a 10-horse field, huh?
Yeah.
They're like what? 2?
Yeah.
Is there
Wow,
like a
looks
20
like his jockey, I believe, is from Saratoga.
Huh?
There we go, dude.
That's your pick.
Watch out. There we go. Sierra Leone, dude.
The long shot.
Yeah.
Steepest odds with a puncher's chance here, Tony.
Yeah, I don't know. They only have top 10 horses.
No. There's only 10. No. Go back.
Oh, you said there's only 10? No
Yeah,
way.
Because it's very reduced. So we got 12-1, 15-1, 20-1, 12-1. Out of those, which one do you feel like has a chance here?
I guess I'll go Protective. Hasn't beaten anyone. Bang.
Protective.
Hasn't beaten anyone. Let's go,
who's
dude.
the 15 horse? Oh, Dornoch.
Dornoch.
They're saying all this bad stuff about him.
Fountain of Youth winner failed to fire in the Bluegrass. Then he drew the dreaded 1 post in the Derby, and well, you know the rest. His stock has dramatically falling, dude.
Just when you don't expect it. That's what happens. So yeah, a little Belmont
there's only
feel here.
10 horses.
I know, because the Derby usually has 18 to 20.
Yeah.
Matthew Ryan calling for us to make him laugh.
Hey, Tony.
What is that? What am I, a dog? What's up?
Tony. I think it's time to push the suck at Matthew Ryan a button.
Oh, wow, dude. That's actually a great call there, Michael. I absolutely
Producer
love it.
Michael, to you,
Producer-
Tony. Suck it, Matthew Ryan. And he wants you to talk about the Mets and how tight you are. It's like,
No,
we already
that's the
talked
joke.
about-
Like
yeah.
he wants us to make him laugh, talk about how tight I am. But I mean, that's ridiculous. No,
Yeah,
listen,
you're not producing here.
You're not producing. Going. Let's fucking
Gone.
go Mets.
Going,
okay,
going,
dude.
gone.
London series. Fuck Philly. Fuck you, dude. Mets are winning both those games.
Game 1 winner, Stanley Cup Finals, series winner, games go, go, go.
Dude, honestly, it's so tough. Dude, you're looking at this Stanley Cup series here. Obviously Edmonton is playing really well. Their defense, their goaltending, obviously their offense as well. For Florida, dude, I mean, it's going to be tough. I don't think they'll be able to push around the Oilers as much as they did the Rangers. I was looking at the, average height and weight of both teams here. It is around 6'1", 200 pounds. So, no one player is significantly going to be able to outbody, I suppose, another. And I mean, Edmonton plays a physical game, and they get pissed off easily. I feel like Florida, in order for Florida to win, they're going to have to play the long game here. They're going to have to let it go 7. I think, honestly, late in this series is when Florida will start to prevail. I can see Edmonton, having that first time cup experience, final for them at least. Probably coming out hot, winning a couple games here, going up maybe 2-0 early on in the series. But Florida, as they do play their game, again, they play that long haul, that third period when they keep on hitting you and hitting you and hitting you, and you're got fatigue and you're hurting and you're whatever, dude. That's when they strike, And I think that's what's going to have to happen here for the Panthers, because the Oilers, I mean, listen, they're in the Cup final. They're a good team. They definitely played up, I think, to their abilities for sure. So many different guys contributing, even this playoff, honestly. McDavid, I'm not sure how many goals he has, but he certainly has way more assists than goals. And there's a reason for that. I think that's, intentional, that he's been this setup guy. And we know Oilers, given the power play opportunities, McDavid, I mean, we see that the last game against Dallas, I think it was, that nasty goal. He just can take command of a play like that. But at the end of the day, I think the Panthers are a better team. And I think Bobrovsky, I mean, listen, like we talked about it against the Rangers, he played better than Igor did, arguably. At least I think so in that series. And I think he's gonna play better than Skinner. What?
No, he's just commenting.
I think he's gonna play way better than Skinner. So I think that at the end of the day, I say that everyone says that, goaltending wins you championships in hockey, and I think they have the better goaltender today. So give me Panthers in 7, hoisting that cup, dude.
So originally I was thinking Oilers in 7, but I have revised my selection, Tony. And I think they're going to go down 2-0.
Oh, boy.
And then win 4 straight, win in 6, McDavid hoisting the cup, and you speechless, unable to say anything negative about the Edmonton Oilers ever again.
What about ever again? But
and it does feel like, because that's the type of thing that happens, just the way the world works. And it's like, it doesn't do me any justice, because I know the joke was, I'm always around with it. I don't care. Whatever. Like, yes, nice to see. Sure. Doesn't change my life if they win or lose. But I think it's just one of those things, like when, like, how like you wanted the Rangers to win, obviously, as did I. So it's like they don't win. And then to top it off, sword in the stomach, Oilers finally win. Like a double.
You want that to happen.
Things come in 2s. I'm saying. Things come in 2. Don't you
in
agree?
pairs. Yes,
Yeah.
what they say.
Right.
Yeah.
Right about that.
So that's kind of just my thoughts there. Michael, who's winning? How many
So
games? What do we got?
So I'm gonna go Edmonton winning 1 on the road, and then they win 1 at home,
2-2.
win game 5, and
3-2.
then nothing comes better than Connor McDavid hosting that Stanley Cup in his own home arena, game 6. So give me Edmonton in 6.
Wow. So, Michael, agreeing with me here. So let's see what happens. 2 of us will be wrong or right. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, we'll see. How about if the Panthers win? That's the third time in 5 years that a Florida team has won the Cup, right?
Tampa.
Yeah, right.
Tampa won twice, 2 out of 3 times.
Oh, well, I just feel like, a team winning twice, it's really,
back to back. They won back-to-back years.
No, I know, but I'm saying it just sounded like you meant different teams. That's the only thing I was saying, which you could somewhat agree with, no? Because I think you're just thinking more like, yes, I know that you know that they won, so there's no confusion. But to the common folk out there, Tony.
I suppose to the layman, perhaps, yes.
And then just to finish up here, couple more comments. Michael Bucka riled.
Michael Buckta, yes, is riled. Let's go up here. He says, Matty G, are you going to be at the Horseshoe on Sunday? Matty G has not answered yet. Hopefully he is. Then we got the Matthew Ryan comments that we mentioned. Michael Buckta to say that he's a ladies' man. For you ladies out there, his types are the dirty blondes on the Southern California beaches. Dirty blondes, like their hair color, I'm sure is what he means. Doing their thing. And he says, I'll be bringing my cooler of beer. And then Kev Dew comes in defense of his buddy here. Yo, Matty. Defense mechanism. This isn't a fucking Met thing, all right? He's coming to defend his buddy. He says, yo, Matty Ice, I'm from Jersey. I used to work in the boilers in an apartment building in Newton. I keep saying Newton. Right off of Route 80. I know your area, he says.
I know your
I'm going to be there with my Mets jersey and the flag, stand in front and say, I'm your best friend, LMAO. And then Matthew Ryan says to me, I'm tight, Tony.
I'm trying to is it just because of the Rangers thing? Like, where did this whole thing? Why is it you? I feel like he doesn't get tight at me at all. I don't know if it's just maybe the Mets. Is that what it is? It's more the Mets, I think. Actually,
I think it's the Mets. I think it's the Rangers. It's probably my entire being.
And he gives me a pass since I like the Yankees. He likes the Yankees, so the common ground.
Yeah,
I'm just inferring.
And you also jump in with him, on the jokes, dude. You're all about it, dude.
I fired back for the Rangers, so I do support my teams. Okay. And I kept it there. Can't. Are
we scared?
And he just met suck Tony. Almost prefer like with
what the fuck?
I think he's scared,
honestly, Matthew, this is ridiculous now. Okay.
Last question. Do we have primetime edition tonight?
Beach Buddies. Yes. 8 p.m. Dialed in.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Manny?
Haven't looked at it. Although it's pretty funny though. I think for some reason, maybe because we were talking about it.
It comes up on Facebook. Season 3. Mickey Holler.
Even the movie. Scenes from the movie. Matthew McConaughey, dude.
Do you like McConaughey or no?
I mean, he does play good old Buster Moon and sing.
Yeah.
My man Buster Moon,
you might as well be speaking Spanish to me. What are we talking about?
Sing animated movie.
My dog right there, yo.
Movie.
Yeah.
My dog right there, yo.
Gotcha.
So watch out.
So Kev Dew, tight. Matthew Ryan,
wow,
tight.
Matt, you suck, dude.
Suck it, Matthew Ryan. I missed though. What are you talking about?
We have obviously some hot button news, rapid fire, you know the deal, but also probably the biggest thing that came out is a new Star Wars series on Disney Plus called The Acolyte.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Tony.
Yeah, like a cool, like kind of prequel series. Yeah. Getting some backfire though. You'll have to tune in and find out why.
Oh, Tony.
Wow. I think that's just got chopped up right now for a little clip for tonight's edition of Binge Buddies.
Tony.
What's up?
Will Manny be here tonight?
Manny's up in the air, has a shoot in the city that he's at right now. Keep me updated on his ETA in the city. I don't know where in the city, but probably Manhattan. I would imagine. Yeah. Not to be confused with somewhere else in the city, like Staten Island.
Oh, yeah. Matthew Ryan, not confused, says, at Kev Dew, I hope you do show up at ShopRite. So,
it says like Kev Dew knows the area of Newton, New Jersey.
So this might happen. We'll see. Interesting stuff, though. And here we are, and it's just another great week of shows.
Phenomenal job.
Great guests, great callers. Michael Butka, a pleasure as always.
Great guys.
And yeah, we really appreciate everybody who tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume. The merch at downtimetv.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees, and we will see you on Sunday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.